Governor Kemp, thank you for all the good that you are doing. And I do applaud and appreciate very much you opening up all of Georgia so that we're not being crushed financially by the foolishness of this ignorant application of a quarantine lockdown. But I also want to appeal to you that, the decision that you're making could be literally dead wrong. Please look at my website, my Facebook page, End Quarantine, at End Quarantine, and look at all the data of how important it is for us to wear masks. If you were to release everything, open everything up, but mandate in public must wear a mask, and everybody and have the advice of masks, thick, no gap type masks, we would be fine. It's proven in studies that when both parties of people are wearing a mask, the potential infection is only 1.5%. Only 1.5%. And of that, only 1 to 2% will die who's in an at-risk group, which is the people we should be quarantining and caring for until this goes over. The issue that we have, though, is if you're releasing everybody as it is, you can't be the leader you want to be. And it's going to have horrible consequences for everybody and your own political future. What you should do is just admit, hey, I made a mistake, originally about not being informed and sharing and up to date more as a leader concerning being able to transmit with no symptoms. But I believe I'm right now because look at Sweden, no shutdown at all, and they're being successful. But you can even be better than Sweden. And look at Czechoslovakia, masks for the number 4 all. Masks for all, using the number 4. Their whole country went into war mode and everybody made homemade masks. And I've got a homemade mask that I can show, that I have another video on my website that shows that anybody can make it at home. And it doesn't look pretty. I've got prettier masks, but I wear it as an example. And if you're in a parking lot, you don't need to have a mask on. If you're walking around in public, you don't need to have a mask on, okay? But anytime that we're socially interacting, you don't need to keep the 6-foot space. That doesn't make any difference. If someone sneezes, it goes much more than 6 feet. And you're not going to catch it that way anyways. And now the difference, though, is that what we have to do is have masks and just release everybody, but use the authority that the legislature has given you to amend your bill and say, you know what, all rules out. There's only one rule. It makes no sense to be testing people that don't know how to test. You don't have enough tests anyways. If people can't make their own masks, you sure can't test everybody. So this is all idiocy. It's insanity. What you need to do is just simply say, everybody in public, wear a mask. If you're going to be violating a certain boundary, if you're not in fresh air and staying a distance, just wear a mask and have it be $100 fine. $100 fine for anybody who's not wearing a mask in public, and the money does not go to the municipality. It goes into research to help counteract and heal and cure what I call the CCP C19, the Corona-19 virus. So COVID-19. But anyways, just simply please amend your order, opening everything up immediately, but everybody wears a mask or it's $100 fine. And let Georgia be a test. Let Georgia be an example of what happens. New York is insane, where, they kill more people up there through abortion, partial birth abortion, after birth murder abortion, all that stuff, and they're trying to save, by doing stupid things. I just saw an interview with the mayor up there who gives himself a raise while everybody else is out of work. What a hypocrite. And he talks about all these things they're doing and not one mention of a mask. What a fool. That's who you could blast publicly and just say, you're a fool. Look at Georgia. Everybody's wearing masks. We have a $100 fine, and that goes to research. And if you're in public with space, no masks are needed. But in gyms and beauty parlors and barber shops, all these places, wear a mask and everybody will be fine. 1.5% transmittal potential. Thank you for listening to this all-important message. I've paid for it out of my own pocket. I actually have a patent pending, I think, cure and solution for COVID-19 infection. And if someone will get in touch with me, I'm about to do a Kickstarter. I'm trying to find people, but people are too afraid to invest in medical things because of the amount of liability. It's not as easy. Also, I've got patents for sustainability. We've got to quit this political stuff. I'm a constructivist. I'm no party. I'm not Democratic. I'm not Republican. I'm not anybody. I'm by policy. And you look at this and you've got to get sustainable. You should be pushing sustainability. You should be giving grants to sustainable, clean energy like crazy. Don't let the Democrats hijack it like that's their agenda. It's not a Democratic agenda. It's a United States agenda to get us totally energy interdependent. Trump's done well to get us out of that Middle East tar baby war scene and get our own oil reserves. Now we need to quit using that and switch over to completely sustainable and let all these power companies and let all these oil companies start investing in sustainable energy and give them incentives and reduce the tax base for them to invest in their companies in Georgia to go sustainable. God bless you for all the good you're trying to do. Just be honest. And just be wise. Get some good people around you and stand strong against the political pressures. And as you're obviously a God-fearing man, ask God for wisdom. You have our prayers. God bless you. Masks, end the quarantine. See the page, End Quarantine. Facebook page, End Quarantine.